Hello my lovely crafty friends, and it is time to begin Junk Journal January. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas and New Year and that 2026 gives you everything you need. So, Junk Journal January. In my last video I made my book and today I'm going to start with prompt 1. And I found this lovely wrapping paper that one of my friends was using. So I stole quite a chunk of it. And today's prompt is intentions. So we're going to use some of the papers and I'm just going to write myself a little letter about my intentions for my crafting. I could write resolutions for lots of January, but I'm just going to use intentions for my own crafting benefits. So I'm just going to tear off some of the paper and I'm just going to write myself a little note of what I intend to achieve with my crafting in 2026. So in 2026, I aim to craft more sustainably. Come on, fit on. Using what I have to plan projects rather than buying new stuff. My craft will be chilled, mindful, and inspiring. And I'm just going to write myself a little note to me. So pretty much, I'm not going to do much on this page. So each page is just going to be quite chilled. The whole idea of Junk Journal January is that it's quite chilled and you can pop in and out of it as suits you. If you miss a day, that's absolutely fine. Do it another day. So I am going to use bits of this paper throughout because it matches the theme. But I'm also going to use up some of my scrap roll. If you go back on my channel, one of the 10-minute tasks is the scrap roll. And I'm just going to add to that as well. So I'm just going to have that little bit of scrap roll. I'm going to try and keep the beautiful images as much as I can. And I'm just going to, very simply, is my intention for this, is to keep Junk Journal January simple, achievable. I, as I said in my making video, started a new job. And for me, that is really my focus this year coming, is to really get to grips with the new job and really focus on what I'm doing. So I'm just going round to create a bit of a border. I'm not going to stress about the pages. I'm just going to try and complete them in one take. And yeah, keep the video short, keep the task manageable, and use as much of this beautiful kit from Be Happy Stationery and Jeanette at the Crafting Dragon Designs as I can. So I am going to add a little bit of whimsy in. I do love a bit of whimsy. I love flower fairies. Flower fairies are my thing. And certainly since I did Junk Journal July with Lindsay from the Vintage Button, I certainly became more aware of my my crafting that wasn't really sustainable. So just making things a bit more sustainable. So I'm just going to have this little lady with some wings. Just going to put a bit of glue. She's kind of hanging on a rope, which kind of epitomizes really where we all are in, particularly if you're of a certain age and you're menopausal. You just do feel a lot of the time that you're just hanging by a thread, and she's just hanging by a thread, trying to hold on. So I'm just going to glue that in. Just having her hanging by thread, and let's use that brown pen just to draw that thread. And then we're nearly, very nearly there. So I have cut out all the prompts, and each day I'm going to stick one on. I might not stick them as a tab, but I'm going to stick it onto the page so that I know what my prompt was. So there we go. Day one, my intentions complete. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.